checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe.
We watched AEW Dynamite, August 13th, 2025, from the Andrew J. Brady Music Center.
Because honestly, if he tried WWE, just buy it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, if he just outbid them.
I don't think he would.
Well,
they'll outbid him.
Thus, that's why it would be funny.
And actually, TKO, I think, could outbid God at this point.
They probably do have a larger budget. It's no longer funny, Brian.
No.
You killed the joke.
It was never funny. This is serious business, Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very serious business.
Yes.
Lorenzo Fertitta buying TNA.
There's no jokes to be made about any of this. No.
Serious.
I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Yes.
I apologize to the listeners for wasting theirs as well.
Yes. Do better.
I promise to not be funny the rest of the show.
Well, that'll be easy.
MJF and Hangman come out for their face-to-face. And MJF is being MJF. Hangman's having absolutely none of this. Slaps the mic out of his hand. Says, you can't break me like you can't break out of your edgelord sea-level insults. You keep calling me Seabiscuit. Do you know how Seabiscuit's story ends, dumbass? He wins! And I laughed. And then I laughed. Not at the crowd. The crowd starts to chant at Max, he's a pussy. Max is struggling not to laugh. Fighting. And he ultimately succeeded, but it was a battle. So MJF starts to get philosophical. Talks about God. If God is all-knowing and all-powerful, he cannot also be all-good. I see his point there. But you, Hangman, you're not a god. You're a weak-minded, alcoholic, depressed little boy. Hangman says, yes, I acknowledge my faults and mistakes. I own them. I don't run away like you would. I'm not a coward like you. You refuse to cash in your contract. So, to cut to the chase here, each guy is insulting the other, because at this point, the match is not official for Forbidden Door. Max has not cashed in his contract. Hangman has not accepted the challenge. And it's a battle of wills, a game of contractual chicken to see who blinks first. And MJF has gotten to when Hangman calls him a coward. Fine, he says, I'll cash in my contract. And as soon as he says this, he blinks and he realizes he's given up his advantage. He has no plan B. He has no second try. This is it. One and done. MJF versus Hangman at Forbidden Door. And Hangman got what he wanted. And he says, I'll see you in London. And he leaves, and that's that. And looking back at this, the way that it all played out, it makes a lot more sense. And it's actually more intriguing now that it's done than it was going into it.
What do you mean?
I understand now that each guy was trying to get the other to break first. They were trying to insult the other
Well, sort of. You know? Hangman made it clear from day one, bro, you ain't getting a title match. You either earn it or you cash in, and you have not earned it.
And MJF was trying to insult him and anger him to the point where he would change his mind.
Because he's a heel, and he's an idiot. And he thought, I can convince this guy. I'm so smart and he's so dumb, he thought.
Yes.
I can convince this guy to give me... But the tables were turned, and Hangman, the babyface, outsmarted the heel.
And outlasted.
And got him to admit it. With the help, by the way, of the fans, who chanted, he's a pussy, and you're a coward, etc., etc. And then when he finally had heard enough and agreed to execute the contract, those same fans that shamed him and called him a coward and a pussy told him he fucked up. So Hangman was awesome in this segment. MJF was awesome in this segment. And in fact, the crowd was awesome in this segment. This was the best thing on the show. MJF has redeemed himself for those fucking log rolls. I thought this segment was just great. So the match is on. Mm-hmm. There are going to be no cash-ins. I know. Here's the thing. AEW fans, they say they don't want the cash-in gimmick. They don't want it to be like WWE. They don't want cash-ins. But the fact of the matter is, they love cash-ins. There's a lot of stuff that they don't want done because WWE does it. But when AEW actually does it, they often go wild. But in this situation, there will be no cash-ins. And some people said, like, if there weren't going to be cash-ins, if everyone's just going to call their shot at Forbidden Door, then why weren't those matches just for a shot at Forbidden Door? Why did they even do the briefcase gimmick? And yes, you could have just done that. However, then you wouldn't have had this promo where Max tried to convince this guy to give him a match with a cash-in in his back pocket for insurance. The babyface wasn't stupid enough. He shamed the idiot heel into accepting. It made the whole thing better. He forced him to call his shot. I thought this segment ruled.
Last week, Moxley beats Speedball, but then Darby Allin kidnaps Wheeler Yuta and stables Forbidden Door to his head. So Moxley does a promo from outside the building and simply says, Darby Allin, whatever you think is happening at Forbidden Door is not happening.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.